Hey guys, Taylor here with another video. Now, unfortunately, we live in a world where going to a movie theater isn't something that a lot of people can do. But don't worry, there is tons of excellent streamable content available for you out there. But when choosing the right streaming device for your needs, there's a ton of options. Don't worry, we've done all the research for you, and today we're going to be breaking down some of the best streaming devices to bring all of that excellent content right to your living room. Now, as always, I will leave links to each of these products in the description below, so you can check them out there if you want to do some of your own research. And if I do happen to find any deals, discounts, or coupon codes that might not be available on their website, I will throw those down for you as well. Starting things off, we have the Roku Ultra. Now, the Roku Ultra will stream in 4K and HDR. It has voice search and comes with a remote control that has programmable shortcut buttons. Now, the Roku Ultra has a ton of excellent features that you might be interested in. It does support 4K video at 60 frames per second, and it has HDR playback, so this is a great option for those of you with a 4K TV. You can install all of your favorite apps like Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, Peacock, Amazon Prime, Apple TV+, and more simply using Roku's operating system. The setup here is super easy. Just connect the box to your TV via the HDMI port and install your favorite streaming services. Just a couple things to note here, it doesn't support HDR10+, and this is a bit of a pricier option. Not to mention you will need excellent internet speed in order to stream that 4K or HDR content. But if that's not an issue for you, there's a lot to love here. It also does have Bluetooth support, which means you can stream music directly to the player. It's truly one of the most versatile and reliable media players in this price range. There are cheaper alternatives out there, but honestly you sacrifice a ton of the features that the Roku Ultra provides, and in our experience it's definitely worth the price tag. Next up, we have the best budget streaming box, and that's going to be the Roku Express. Honestly, this is one of the most affordable streaming boxes you can buy. This one is incredibly easy to use, it has a simple, compact design, and it's truly one of the smallest standalone streaming boxes out there. It comes with an HDMI cable for simple setup, and you'll find a very clean and user-friendly interface. You can also install apps with this one like Netflix, and there is a remote control included for navigation. Now, because this is a budget option, there are going to be a few features missing here. Things like the lack of a USB port for playing external video files, it doesn't offer 4K streaming or HDR, and it doesn't have Bluetooth. But honestly, this is a great option for those of you who might not be interested in 4K or HDR, maybe you don't have the TV or internet to support it, and you're just looking for something to stream all of your favorite content for an affordable price. Then we definitely recommend the Roku Express. Next up, we have the best high-end streaming box, and that's going to be the Apple TV 4K. Now, this is definitely a premium device for all of your streaming needs. It will stream in 4K and HDR. With this device, you'll get a power input, an HDMI port, and an Ethernet port. That way you can have the most stable internet connection for streaming 4K video possible. It also has Apple TV OS, which is super easy to use, especially with the included remote. It also offers Dolby Vision support on top of the standard HDR10. And of course, you'll be able to install your favorite apps like Apple TV Plus and Disney Plus. Also, because Siri is included here, you can use your voice to search for things like podcasts, games, and hundreds of apps. This is definitely a great product for those of you who want a more premium device with a more premium service. With the Apple brand, you know you're getting quality, and this is no exception. Next up, we have the best streaming device for Google users, and that's going to be the Chromecast with Google TV. Now, this is powered by the new Google TV platform, and it offers access to a huge collection of apps, including things like Netflix, Disney+, Prime Video, Hulu, HBO Max, and much more. It also supports 4K HDR, Dolby Vision, HDR10+, and Dolby Atmos playback. But strangely, in our research, we noticed that some popular movie apps like Vudu or Fandango Now and Movies Anywhere are currently limited to HD and SDR, which is strange considering 4K HDR playback is available on most streaming devices. But aside from that, there's not a ton to complain about here. It does have integrated Google Assistant support, and it provides seamless integration with other Google devices. So if you consider yourself a Google family and you have lots of Google devices kicking around, this might be a great option for you. Next up, we have the best Amazon Fire TV, and that's going to be the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. This is definitely an all-inclusive package. It includes 4K streaming, Alexa voice control, it's affordable, it's compact, and it does have support for HDR10, HDR10+, and Dolby Vision. The Fire TV 4K is excellent, and it does work with your favorite streaming services like Netflix, Disney+, HBO Max, Prime Video, YouTube, and more. Also, since it's part of Amazon's ecosystem, the Fire TV is also compatible with Alexa, which means you can incorporate your own Echo Dot, and you can use functions like telling Alexa to play Game of Thrones without lifting a finger. This is definitely designed for people with Amazon products, so if it's not something that you currently own or don't want to invest in, then it might not be the best option for you. This streaming stick has a fast processor with 802.11 AC Wi-Fi for smooth streaming on your TV. As long as your Wi-Fi is in good shape, you shouldn't have a problem. Now, it does have limited support for Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, and there are a few key apps missing, including Peacock, Vudu, Google Play, and Fandango Now. But if that's not a deal breaker for you, then this is an excellent product that's definitely worth checking out. Last up, we have the best streaming for gamers, and that's going to be the Nvidia Shield TV. Now, this is a pricier option, but it does support 4K, it has support for a separate gaming controller, Android TV operating system, and a powerful processor. Having Dolby Vision included here for even better HDR performance is a fantastic benefit. It also does have Google Assistant voice control, and unlike the Chromecast Ultra, this is a standalone product and doesn't require a phone to operate. As we mentioned, you can add a controller here, which is great for playing games from the Google Play Store or through GeForce Now Cloud Gaming. In terms of specs here, there's 2 GB of RAM and 8 GB of storage, and it's powered by an Nvidia Tegra X1 Plus, and that's one of the most powerful processors used in any streaming device. Basically, the advantage there is it means that you'll get upscaling technology which can make HD video look better on 4K TVs. It definitely does have a unique style, and as I mentioned, it is a little bit more on the pricey side, but if you're a gamer out there interested in streaming some content, then this could be a fantastic option for you. And you can also upgrade the Shield to a Shield TV Pro, and that has even more features, including 3 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage, and 2 USB ports. So if that all sounds like something you're interested in, definitely check out the Nvidia Shield TV. Anyway guys, that's a look at some of the best media streaming sticks and devices. Hopefully this is helpful for you if you're interested in streaming your favorite content right to your living room. If it was, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, as I always appreciate that. Just a reminder, I will leave links to each of these products in the description below, so you can check them out there if you're interested. And if I do happen to find any deals or discounts, I will throw those down in the description for you as well. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them below. I love getting to answer as many of those as possible. But otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching today. Stay safe out there, and I hope to see you in the next video.